Today's mission is to fill these open areas of the door with these boards that I bought the other day. And we are gonna make that chevron pattern like Katie told you about in the first part of this series. So we are gonna get right to work, start cutting these angles on the miter saw and fitting them into this door. I've gotten the first few boards cut, and so you can kind of start to see the pattern going on here. It's just gonna go up and these boards are gonna take up the whole space. But I'm cutting the boards as I go instead of just cutting them all at one time and then fitting them together, because it's kind of difficult to make measurements and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just eyeballing everything, and so far they're fitting really nicely. But like basically I cut this off of a new board, and then the rest of that board I'm gonna cut pieces like this because the angles fit together. So I'm not wasting chunks like this out of the center of all these boards. I'm gonna use as much of each of the board as I can because I only bought one extra. So I'm really hoping that I don't have to go to the store and get more and then figure out what thickness I planed them to and plane the other ones to the same thickness and make everything match. And yeah, so hopefully the 8 that I bought will be enough to fill the whole center section. And again, I think it's looking pretty good. Be sure to click that like button if you like the door. I've got part of one section done and you can see how it's gonna look. I'm gonna copy this onto the other side. Got to cut this one more board here, and then it all just fits really nicely together. So you can kind of tell how they go inside of that groove, and you're really not gonna be able to separate them because that groove is gonna hold everything nice and tight, especially once I get some glue in there. This is all just dry fitted right now to make sure it works, and I obviously still have more boards to cut. I have 3 and about a half boards left, so I'm really hoping it's gonna be pretty close, but I'm hoping that I can make it work with what I have, because again, it's gonna be a hassle to get more. It is done. I finished the glue up, and I know you guys can't see very well because it did get pretty dark, but it is done and drying. It's all clamped together. Everything fit very well except this board here. I just had to trim about 1/8 inch off after I put it in there with the glue in there. So super happy with the way this turned out, and I can't wait to see it up on the wall. But for now, we are gonna end this video right here because it is dark, as you can see. Just an update, total time spent on this project without buying the supplies, but actually working on it, is about 5 hours. So this is definitely a one-day project if you have a lot of time. I only have about 2 to 3 hours after I get home from work because I have to edit this video still. But yeah, super excited about this. I think it looks great. Be sure to check back tomorrow because we will be sanding and painting it, and that'll be in the daylight, so you guys will get a better look at what it looks like before paint, after sanding, after paint, and yeah. So be sure to give this video a big like if you enjoyed the build. Again, it is done, so if you have any questions about how I did it, process, stuff like that that I didn't answer in the videos, be sure to drop that in the comments and I will answer it in a future video for sure.